Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome. Let me turn this down. Hi, guys. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. Howdy doody, fresh and fruity. Hiya. So I got some new glasses here from my old ones. I used to have the Michael Kors ones on, and I like these ones better. It's a wider frame. It'll make my head look bigger than what it is. I'd rather my glasses look bigger than my head. That's just me, right? Okay. So, yes. Hello, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the welcome. Let me get a little closer. Whew. Wow. It's been a minute. Well, not really. It's like a week. So, missed you guys. Missed chatting and talking to you guys. So, tonight's going to be interesting. That's if he gets on. I have Mr. Hooney coming on. Wherever you are, sir, please sign on. That'd be great. So I'm just giving a little time here for to circle around. Please like and share, guys. Please like and share. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you text me, my do not disturb is on, so I probably didn't get it. So, but I am on Facebook and on YouTube as well, so I can see all comments. Okay, great. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to B.O.W.S. Welcome to Hi, hello, Miss Jo. Hello, 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 hello. How you guys doing? I hope your week was great. I hope your 2 weeks was great. Mine was fabulous. All things considered, it was great, 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 great. So, for all of my newcomers, thank you for joining me at this moment. I'm waiting for Mr. Boom Boom to get up on here because he's conducting the interview. So, but in the meantime and in between time, I want to read my mission statement. I have some announcements for you guys. Okay. So before we get started, I want to tell you, we know that I always read my mission statement, and I think the reason being is because I want people to know that I'm on here to not just be seen, right? I don't invest my money and my time, my effort and my energy into just being seen. Like I don't have to do that. I can save my money if that's the case. I do this for a reason, and it's a passion of mine. And it comes from my heart. It comes from my life experiences. And I know the value of a sisterhood. I know the value of just getting help or somebody hearing you and seeing you and noticing your struggles or whatever the case may be and being such a value to you in your life that they can help you get help or help you in some kind of way, shape, or form. So that is why I do this. I don't just do this just to be seen. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm so thankful and grateful for everything that happens. I have been on cloud nine. I can't even tell you. Like literally sat at the feet of Jesus to revamp a lot of stuff in my life. And it's just amazing. God is so amazing, y'all. If he really, really is. If you don't know him, you should get to know who he is. He's a wonderful God. And the song that I really, really connect mostly with is it's a song called You Have Rescued My Life, and I'm never going back. And my response is hallelujah. You're my redeemer. Hallelujah. So just that alone is enough to just be thankful and grateful and just bask in his wonderful presence. Hey Markia, hey Boo, how are you? So I'm gonna go ahead and read my mission statement for you guys who are tuning in. Y'all know, please like and share, guys. Go right now. I'm streaming from YouTube TV. YouTube, my channel, Bo Sienna channel, my personal page, Facebook page, as well as my business page as well. Y'all, please like and share. Go onto my page, subscribe. That would be so great. I'm getting some more, interaction and get some people just watching. Google tells me all the time how many people are really, showing up on my website on beautybows.com. Please go in there, check us out. All of our announcements, everything that I talk about here on Wednesdays is there. So any information, anything that you would like to do, if you want to become Bow Squad, whatever it is, it's right on there. So, you know, just you can just go in there. All right. So my mission statement is as follows. We are a sisterhood dedicating to empowering the lives of women across the world. Our mission is to build stronger women from within by enhancing their knowledge of who they are and to connect with the power that resides in unity. We will commit to withstanding all adversities with poise, beauty, and love, forever showing the essence of a woman's touch through prayer and fasting, to never giving up, to never devaluing ourselves, but will vow to be strong and knowing that together we make the strongest bow. So that is what we are here to do. And we do it through a many different ways. We give away food, we come together, we fellowship, we draw strength. The Bible talks about anybody knows I'm a Christian, right? And the Bible talks about there's strength in numbers. When we come together, we draw strength from each other, and that's what it's about. So we are encouraged, we're empowered together when we come together. So I love it when we come together, and thank God COVID has been lenient to us. That way we can come together and meet. So we do have a tea time coming up. I'll get back in touch with you guys little after at the end of the show to let you know when, where, and how, all the jazz. Yeah, so that's what we're here to do. We're here to be not only an example, but we want to help you find jobs. There are plenty of people who reach out to me. A lot of owners, businesses, they reach out to me for me to advertise their company because it's free advertisement, right? They help me, we help them, we all work together in a network. So Train is hiring. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Train Technologies, but they are hiring and they pay very well. So they're looking for drivers. So if you don't have to have your CDLs or anything like that, but if you are interested in being like a loader of some sort and or driving a tractor trailer, that's pretty much the experience that you need to know how to drive like those kind of machines to lift heavy boxes and stuff like that. So they are hiring. So somebody reached out to me to make that announcement this week. So I just want to let you know, Train Technologies is hiring. So go on their webpage and check them out, fill out the application. Y'all know that Amazon is always hiring, okay? And I also do work with them as well. So listen, they start you out at 15, and then of course you can build up from there. But at the moment, that's how they start you out with, and that's not bad. So yeah, so please go check out Amazon. Any other place. I usually post a lot of my job postings on LinkedIn. If we are connected on there, you would see it. Or I will post it on my webpage as well. What else? I think those are that portion. If you're looking for a job and stuff like that, we are looking to put a class together for resume building. For those who don't know how to write a resume, for those who need to, find jobs and different things of that nature, we have a class coming up for that. That also is going to be free. So don't think it's anything. I got you. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a host of bunch of things that I would like to do that is help in any way, shape, or form that I can, and that's what we're here to do. So we got a tea time coming up June. So I'm gonna say the date. I may come back next week and maybe tweak it a little bit or not. I don't know because I don't have the location as of yet. But we are coming at you with June 12th. One of my Bow Scout members, she's going to be throwing tea time. And so I will get back in touch with you on the location. So I will let you know where the tea time is going to be. Oh, I see you, Mr. Boone. Yes, I'm going to let you know where the location will be. But at the moment, sisters, ladies, my girls, come out to the tea times. It is amazing. So much fun, so much laughter, so much, it's just expressive. It's love. It's just wonderful. Like, I love it. I love fellowshipping with the girls. We like, we could really call it girls night, but that's already taken up. So we're gonna call it tea time because we're classy. We're classy with it, okay? So we bring the tea, we sip the tea, we talk about the tea, everything, okay? Yes, right? So listen, I want y'all to come out June 12th to our tea time. It might be, I think it might be a cookout break, some kind of thing like that. So I'll get back in touch with you more with more information from her. What else? And I think those are all of the announcements that I have at the moment. Y'all know we're doing our Christmas ball in December. And I'm still trying to find a venue for our health and wellness event. So we're keep that in mind as well. Y'all know spring is hopefully here and bringing us into the summertime. So y'all know we got some summer things we're going to be doing. Y'all know Mother's Day just passed, so we got a lot of things going on. We got a whole heap of things going on, and as long as I'm alive and God give me breath in my body, y'all, this girl right here, she gonna bring it to you as much as I can. I'm just keep, just saying, putting it out there right now. All right. So I think that is all of my announcements that I have at the moment. Tonight is going to be, you know, candid. It's not really going to be scripted right now. There's no script that I'm reading from. There's no article that I'm reading from right now. It's all going to be just from the heart. So we're going to bring Mr. Boone on because he's going to, hopefully we can, I don't mean on the rock. I saw you. So, oh, there you go. Okay. Are you on there? So I don't have video, so I can't see you and I can't hear you, Mr. Boone. So if you are talking at the moment, um I
Hello,
can't hear
can
you.
you hear me?
Oh, there you go. There you go. Turn your volume up, son. Why your camera off?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. Hello. We can hear you.
Hello?
Yes. Hello. I
Hello?
can hear you. I don't know if you can see me, but I can. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. These technicalities. I'm telling you, these technicalities. Hello. Let me see. If you can hear me, try to go back out and come
Hello?
back in. Yes. Hello. Hello. I'm like screaming at the damn camera. Why am I screaming at the camera? Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear
Can
me,
you hear
sir?
me?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna leave out and come back in.
Okay, you do that. Yes. There you go. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Lord, do it. Do it, child. Do it, Lord. So anyway, I don't know if I told you, y'all go to beautybows.com. That's BEAUTI BOWS.com. Check us out. Um, we plan on doing some things, and and I honestly, um, if you have any ideas that you would like to do, I would say hello. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. I don't know what's happening. But if you have any ideas that you would like to talk about, topics and stuff, or just people that you want us to bring on, let me know. Oh, this is cute.
Hello?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. All right. How about we go out and come back in? So yes, if you have any ideas that you would like to do, I have plenty of people that I'm going to be interviewing. I don't know if you guys know Brother Marcus. He used to be on 103.9. He has a bunch of music out, but me and him are definitely great friends, and I really want to support what he's doing as well because he definitely supports me all the time. So y'all listen up. I think he comes on Philly's Favor now. He's on Philly Favor radio station on Saturdays and Sundays, I think. I want to say. So check him out, okay? Check him out. Y'all support us, please. He's bringing the word, he's bringing the inspiration, he's bringing the songs and the music. So I want you guys to go out and definitely support him. That's my friend. So and we're just, I hopefully one day we can work together musically because that would be awesome and amazing. So what else? I'm trying to build an empire. That's what we're trying to do here at B.O.W.S. And pretty much I got some new things that's about to hit the fans, but I don't want to tell all my business yet. Hello. We got some new stuff about to hit the fan, and I can't tell y'all yet, but I gotta wait. Mr. Boom, hello. Just don't make no sense. All right, I'm gonna go out and come back in myself. See you on here. Hey, hey, are you there, Mr. Boom? Are you there? Hello. Oh, wait, what just happened? All right. So I don't know what is happening with him and his technical difficulties, but we're just gonna keep it moving anyway. Um, so I'm just gonna leave him there for right now. So yeah, there's a lot of things that's getting ready to take place. Just wait, just wait it out, and you'll see as time goes on. You will see. So listen, if you are, most importantly, if you are an entrepreneur, um, you know how hard we work to establish ourselves. So that's the most important, and I think that's a thirst that I definitely have. Um, you know, I'm definitely an entrepreneur, 110%. I I think I did my fair share of work for people. At the end of the day, I want to work for myself. I think that's my goal, my dreams, something that I want to do because it's my legacy and my future, and I want to leave something profitable for my children and for my family and stuff like that. So it's all about legacy, and it's all about building, and not just to have a bunch of money, because you can have a whole bunch of money, be rich and miserable, right? And that's just not going to work. So but it's definitely about building, and that's one thing I want to do. I definitely am an entrepreneur. I have an entrepreneur heart, and so we're gonna build off of that, and a little become much when you place it in His hands. So I'm excited about what God is doing in my life and what He's going to be doing in yours through me. Hallelujah! When we do it. So yes. So music, I know, right, Angela? So musically, yes, I'm working on music too, Miss Markia. I'm still in the studio working, working, working. I'm finishing up my I'm starting a third song and finishing up my second song. So that's what I'm doing musically right now. Trying to get that done. I haven't really focused much attention to my music because I've been really business oriented. But at the moment, so I'm going to be you know um I'm going to be working on it soon. So I got some stuff, some material that I'm trying to eventually get out there. Yeah, but I got downloaded some amazing ideas in my head after certain occurrences. And since then, it's been like, you know, it's been like crazy. It's been really crazy. So I am, um, I'm waiting myself. So you gonna wait, and we gonna wait together. But yeah, so pretty much tonight was really about, it was really candid, just a conversation. And he was going to interview me on why, just me, what got me to really start this company, start this business, and all of that jazz. And just to introduce myself to it. I grew up in a lot of difficulties, as most Black African American people do, right?
The spin thing.
And hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, I can see. You probably can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? I guess you can't see me either. So hello, do you have ears? Can you see me? I mean eyes. I'm sorry. I said, can you see me? Can you see me? You got to go to a different area. Wherever he is bad reception. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, so you grow up with a lot of difficulties and struggles. And I think depending upon what type of struggles and what kind of difficulties that you're faced with, especially as a child, it impacts you. It really impacts you. And to be real, like, yeah. Oh, he can see me. Okay. Um, it like some people who are adults, fully grown adult, it's still impacting. And that's probably because they never really dealt with, their experiences growing up. So, and that was me. That was me. And I used to be someone who went through so much stuff that growing up, just because I didn't do anything, it it was always with me and it affected me in a lot of different various ways. Um, so when you go through life, especially as a child and then a teenager and different things of that nature, you really want to cry for help, but you're kind of embarrassed to really talk about your um yeah, they really they do not outgrow that trauma. And when you're young, you're embarrassed to go through these things, and for that to be your situation, for that to be the case, right? So you hide it, especially as a teenager. You hide it. You save face and you make it seem like everything's okay. And that's what teenagers do, and it's not okay. It's not okay. So you really want somebody to look beyond how you show up, you know, and really focus more on what your need is. And, growing up as a teenager, no one did that for me because I guess I was just really good at hiding it. Right? No one did that. So, I mean, I hid it very, very well, I guess. So, moving forward, as you become an adult now, and it's like, okay, I still got these jokers on my back. And well, let me rewind because there was an incident in high school one time, and I don't know, some of my older friends, they know this. I actually went to high school and had a whole, because I was having a lot of issues at home, and had a whole like nervous breakdown once I got to school. Like, I mean, just fell on the floor, passed out, was woke up to profuse crying. Ain't really know what happened, but it was just like a panic attack combined with, being passing out and all kinds. It was just a crazy. And at that time, it showed, but I think I had blamed it on just being hot or or something like or hungry or something like that. Like I kind of played it off really really well. So and at that time, nobody really like probed and looked further beyond what I was saying. Nobody really took that extra step to be like, no, I don't believe you. Like, I don't believe something ain't right, and until, I started going to church and stuff like that. And I think that's where I fell so much in love with God that I realized that I have to deal with these things now. And that's something that you have to deal with because if you don't deal with your childhood trauma, it'll stick with you. That joker won't go nowhere. He like a monkey all on your back, right? For a minute. Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with you, Nakia. Um, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. And that's still trauma for some people. And some people's having a hard time dealing with that as well. And the whole point of it is to deal with these things. If you don't deal with them, they're going to stick around. And you don't want to give them a home, right? You don't want to give dysfunction and fear and hurt and pain residence. Like you don't want to give them resident in you. Like that doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even make any sense to do that. We're not giving homes and residencies to these things that hurt us and that made us afraid or that traumatized us in our life in some point in time. No. So at the end of the day, you have to deal with these things in order for them to flee and to go away and to not be a part of your life so you can be more productive as an adult. And I think as I got older, someone reached out to me and they noticed they didn't believe the facade. They was like, yeah, that mask is pretty, but nah, no, something ain't right. Something's not right. Right. And so when they did that, I was like, yes. I mean, I didn't outwardly say do that, but in my heart, I was like, oh, somebody finally is seeing this stuff and wants to help me and yada yada yada. And it's just first of all, I want to speak to the level of fear or embarrassment. Those are all tactics of the enemy as well. Because as long as you can carry and feel like, oh, this is embarrassing or this is something I can't really talk to with people, or they're not going to understand. As long as you think like that, you're never going to deal with anything, period. Like, you're not going to deal with absolute nothing, and when you are a person that has so much stuff going on in your life, you just, I don't know, you fall subject to just suffering in silence. And I was very, very good at that. Very, very good. I became an expert at suffering in silence. And so as I got older, and when somebody noticed, it was a woman. It was a woman who noticed my trauma and my pain, and we began to start dealing with it. And as time went on, I learned the tools of how to talk and how to deal with stuff, and how to get those things out of me, and how to be honest with myself and people around me, and not to be afraid, not to have fear, not to, none of these things. Like, I just learned slowly but surely. I learned how to just be more productive in my life, and just be a better person. And because of that, um this is the private chat. Can you hear me? No, I can hear you then. No, I cannot hear you. Um, and because of that, uh, it always was like I think because of it, it was always like this, man, the value of being a person to reach out to someone and to look beyond their hello. So the value of he gonna keep trying to get on here. I don't know, y'all. Y'all just bear with him, I guess. So the value of being a person who is so in tune with people to the point where you can look beyond what they show you, look beyond what they tell you. Amen. Absolutely, forgiveness is definitely important. And that's my next thing I wanted to talk about. But when you are someone that can look beyond those things and really see the trauma, see the pain, see the tears, see all of those things, I realized, wow, that's a gold mine. That's a blessing, and that's a blessing that keeps on giving. Because once you help a person recognize their trauma and help them deal with that, or help them in any kind of way, shape, or form, it don't even have to be just trauma. It can just be anything. Like, if you see a family struggling financially, or they need food, or whatever the case may be, if you see that, wherever that need is, you know and you meet it, beyond having to really dig deep and to search for it, but because you're so in tune with being such of a helpful person, and someone who wants to, you know, um, just not see people down and out, and stuff of that nature. Like, it's so much value in that. And because someone did that for me, I'm like, I gotta keep this up. I have to keep this up. We gotta keep this going. Like, there's nothing like having being strengthened by someone, or empowered or encouraged by someone, that, especially a woman, that you can relate with, you know what I'm saying, and stuff of that nature. Like, and you do, and you eventually get to the point where you can forgive yourself. You can forgive yourself for just letting yourself down, and not thinking well enough of yourself to deal with the issues and the problems and the situations and stuff like that. And that's all important. That's what we do. Like, when we come together, it's just that. It's just that we share, and we encourage, and we talk, and we see beyond what is presented. We're like here to just really not judge. We don't judge you. It's not about that. But at the end of the day, it's about love, and trying to help a person wherever the need may be, to meet the need, to meet the need wherever it is. And that's what made me start B.O.W.S, and I couldn't figure it out at first. Like, I couldn't figure out what. Because at first I thought, well, maybe it's a women's ministry. I was like, no, it's more than that. I'm like, well, maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, crazy. I don't know, whatever. And I just could not figure out, like, what is it? Like, what is something tugging and pulling on me so much that, it was an itch that just, I don't know, no matter how much I tried to scratch it, it just wasn't satisfied until 2020. I deal with the children in my house exactly like that. Absolutely. And I think, Markia, you're a foster mom, right? And that's wonderful. Like, that's a gift that keeps on giving. Like, you just don't even know how impactful you are to them. And that's what it is. It's so rewarding. It is and granted, I deal with a lot. I mean, I deal with children too, but like, to to and I got chilled. I just got chilled. I stayed on my, and I sort of kind of get emotional sometimes when I think about it, because to be able to impact the person's life, and you see them keep winning, or coming out of that darkness and feeling more empowered within themselves to go after life full force. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the best feeling ever. And I'm not perfect by any means necessary, but I know one thing: my heart is pure when it comes down to just helping anybody and everybody. And I think that's the most wonderful work that you can ever do, Markia, as a woman. You are making a way for children that have been lost and not raised correctly, or not shown the love that they need. And the fact that you do this is impactful, and it's a blessing, and it's something that's going to continue like that. Those are gifts that will not end. If you are forever going to be impactful in their life, like period. And I know it's not easy, trust me, girl. I know it's not easy, and I got my own biological daughter, and it ain't easy. And honestly, with grown-ups, is not easy. It's really not easy at all. But it's worth it, right? It's worth it, because at the end you have to go through the muck and the mire and the clay, and you got to go through the tough stuff, and you gotta get through it. Get through the rain and the snow and the hail and the sleet. And because when all of it's done, it doesn't matter how many storms arise, but when it is done, because storms have a finish, they have an end. And when that joker is done, you better believe that will still be shining. The sun will still gonna shine. So it don't even matter. We gonna get through, and that's the understanding that I got. Like, that's the epiphany that I came to within myself, to even say, I gotta start this. This is something I gotta do, because it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You got a hurricane, tsunami. You got what, rain, hail, sleet, snow. It doesn't even matter, because all of that stuff, it ceases. It will cease. It has an end. All storms have an end, right? And as soon as when it's done, what's still up in the sky is shining bright. And if that's the case, then there is something greater at the end of the tunnel. So it's like, okay, so what do? We keep moving. And if we're gonna keep moving, then we know that the more we move, the more closer to the sunshine we're going to get. And then that's how it is. So with that thought and the understanding in mind, I'm like, I got to create something. Something has to be created, because I can't keep this to myself. It's too good. It's too good to be keeping it to myself, right? But it's hard to teenagers because they feel like they said no. Yeah, absolutely. It is hard. And that's that childhood trauma, you know. And I think you do a really good job at I think you do a really, really good job at taking how they feel and bringing it into the light to say that, yeah, if even though this is how you feel, it's not how you have to feel because this is how it can be for you and this is what it is for you. And that's the great, change over for them, just because I thought at one point I was going to have to go into foster care myself because my mother. So let me give you a little background story because I know my mom is watching. So mom, hopefully you ain't gonna get upset because I'm about to tell my business. But so growing up, my mom, she had some addictions to some substance abuse and stuff like that. And then it was one time where I was a baby and my daughter was my daughter. I was a baby and my sister was a toddler, I think. And she left us in the house. While and this is, I think we were in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, I want to say. We were in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And she left us in the house to go and do, her substance abusive stuff with her friends. And I think our building had got raided and and when they came into our place, they saw us there and then we ended up going into emergency foster care and stuff like that. And then we got placed into a home. And I think we were there for like maybe a day or so, or something like that. And then the next day, I don't know why I remember this because I was really young. And I remember getting in a car and going into this police station and waiting there. And this room was like a lot of toys and, this glass and stuff and everything. And then next thing I saw my mom, and then that's when they released us to her and stuff like that. And and so those are those traumas that they will experience. And that's stuff that's hard to forget. And I'm 38 years old, and I still ain't forgot that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me anymore because I can talk about it, right? Whereas at one point I wouldn't talk about none of this stuff. Like I was a sealed show enough somebody. Like I would never, ever, ever. That's because I was always embarrassed and I was always ashamed and I was always feeling like something is wrong with me because I got all these issues going on and everybody else's life around me is wonderful and yada yada. No, yeah, no, I'm over that. I'm way over that stuff now. I'm free, delivered, and healed, so I can talk about it now because I know it helps somebody else, and that's the whole point of why I created this company as well. And those are the things that I had to go through when I was younger. I grew up without my dad. My dad was not in my life growing up. He came into my life when I was a teenager, and he didn't really come into my life. He pretty much was like phone call dad, right? So he lived in Utah. He lived in New Jersey. Then he went into the military, I believe, and I think he ended up in Utah or something like that. And so he lived there for a while. And then I didn't see him until like maybe 13, 14, something like that. And what are you saying, Mr. Bowl? No, he's still asking me, can you hear me? No, no, honey, no, no love. Sorry, I can't. Just let it go. I'm here now. Just don't even worry about it. Um, so, um, so yeah, and then from there, it was just phone. Like we were just in and out on the phone. I mean, when he first came around for Christmas, I didn't know who he was. I'll be honest with you. He came up tall, very tall, um, like light colored guy. And I'm like, he's like, hey, you know who I am? And I was like, no, who are you? And he was like, I'm your dad. And my crazy stuff, y'all know how I am, right? I was like, I got no dad. What is that? And and he was just like, "Yes, you do," because I kind of grew up thinking my dad had passed away because he's not around. So maybe he just died. I don't know, whatever. So when he told me it was my dad, I was just like, for real. So I looked at my mom. I'm like, for real? This is my dad for real? And she was like, yeah, it's your dad. And immediately I started crying. I got so weepy eyed and cried for like a minute because I couldn't believe it, And that was the first time I ever seen him. I think I was like 13 or 14 or something at Christmas. And then he disappeared again. That was the only day I saw him. Then he left, and I went away for another maybe 4 or 5 years or so, and then came back around the phone again. And then from there, it was just telephone. So I only talked to him on the phone and stuff like that. And then I actually ended up giving him the pleasure of giving me away on my wedding. Him and my grandfather did. And then um, after that, I didn't see him again. So he disappeared again. And the next time it was like a couple years later down the road, and it was just phone stuff. So that's pretty much I call him phone dad. It's pretty much what I call him phone dad. So yeah, that's the father part. So absent father. And I just grew up with me, my sisters, and my mom. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have uh kids that don't grow up with good structure and proper raising and all of those things, it's impactful. It's really, really impactful. And it's stuff that, like, I was just watching this show with this grown man, and I think he's like 25, and he is in his relationship with this woman, and like when she does certain things, it triggers him because it reminds him of his past and what happened with his parents and stuff like that. And even I have some of those um what do they call them, anxieties too. I'm I haven't, so my anxiety is OCD. I'm very obsessive compulsive, so I have to have everything neat, and everything has to be in place and together and organized, and to make sure I have all of my things, like, that's my disability, and it's my just that word, anxiety, right? And from that anxiety pretty much stems from, when I was younger, my mom, I don't know if it was her or her friends, would always take my things. So, I would, when I was in high school, I had a little job and I used to work, and I used to buy myself stuff, but then every time I would come home, my things would be missing. Like all of my stuff would be missing. And then I had got until it happened so much. Like I had saved up all of this money because I wanted these sneakers. And when I came home, it was gone. My mom had taken it. And so I had finally bought a lock for my door, to lock it up. Came home, that was busted. They broke into my room, and they was still all my stuff, my game systems and my sneakers and my clothes and so much stuff, to the point where, so I was always losing stuff, right? And even when we moved, because we moved a lot, I know that we were evicted a lot of times, so we moved around a lot, and so I was always like never really having stuff for long periods of time. So as I grew up, I figured out why I'm so OCD-ish, because of that right there. Like I have to keep my stuff, because if I don't keep it, it's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna be missing. It's gonna fall out of my hands, or I'm gonna lose it. And that's pretty much how I was raised. So I carried that in my adult life, and I couldn't figure out what it was at first. I never could pinpoint what it was, but I knew something was wrong. And so I finally, went to therapy and talked about it and stuff, and come to find out it was an anxiety. It was anxiety because of childhood, and I learned how to cope and deal with it. Now I'm good. I still have OCD though. That just probably not going to go anywhere. And so I said, it's stuff. These traumas and stuff, it sticks with us. I think what makes the difference is you learn how to navigate through them, or to live with them in a more productive way. And that's the only thing I can say, because it's kind of like a feel like a cut, right? So when you fall off a bicycle, right, and you scrape the stank out your knee, and it's like this really bad cut, you bandage yourself up, your mom, dad, whoever, they bandage you up, and then eventually it heals. But just because it is healed and it's not exposed to the inside of your body anymore, doesn't mean you don't see the scars. So the scar is still there, but it's healed though. It's not bleeding, it's not open, stuff of that nature. And that's kind of how I like to look at it from that perspective. Like, okay, yeah, you have scars and you have these things that remind you of what has transpired in your life, but you still have to have a good quality of life. You still have to keep going on. It heals. It heals, and it is there. You see the residue of it, but it doesn't mean that's where you have to stay. You don't have to stay in that kind of place. You don't have to live your life from that place. And that's something that I resonate with a lot, and that's what helped me push forward and not to stay stuck, because you can be a 38-year-old woman and still be stuck in 13, or 6, and never really mature or grow out of it, because you're stuck at, why did he do this to me? Or why did this, that, and the third? And God forbid if you're a rape victim or something of that nature, like that's, you know, whew, like that's hard to really, and that really deals with trust, right? That messes, um, you know, it messes with your trust. When somebody violates you, that messes with your trust. And that's the stuff that stick with you too. So you learn skills and you learn ways on how to deal with these things. So my business, in creating it, I wanted to be that for people who have these scars, who have these wounds, and is stuck, stuck in a place where they're not really quite clear from it, or gone from it. And if I can help in any kind of way, shape, or form to show you that, even from my own self, like, I'm a testimony to what it is that I'm doing right now for other people. I wasn't raped, but I was molested as a young person. And that also deals with trust issues. And you don't want people to touch you certain kind of ways. You don't want to be around folk in certain kind of ways, like, you know, um, you know, amen. Um, sorry, I'm reading a message. So yeah, and just because you may have experienced some things in your life, doesn't mean that's it. It doesn't mean that's all that there is to life, that life has to offer. So no, absolutely not. And I want to present ways to show you how to come up out of that place. I may not have the PhDs and all of those things, and degrees on how to be your therapist, but I can direct you to a therapist. I got a bunch of them. Okay. I can direct you to someone that can help you. I can help feed you. I can help clothe you. I can help in any way, shape, or form. I'm definitely willing to help, and that is a for surety. Um, and I'm thankful that, I think, I want to say I think, but I think I know that this happened to me for a reason, and for me to give back and to show someone that it doesn't matter what you experience in your life. In a way, I want to say it like that, even though that sounds kind of insensitive, but it doesn't, because what happened is not what's going to happen. And I don't know if y'all understand me in that kind of way, right? And he does. God did, and that's the key. Amen, Marquis. God restores. He restores you. He restores you. Absolutely. And it is kind of strange to really say that um you go through things for other people. It's strange because it's like, okay, why am I going to have this type of experience for somebody else? Like, why can't they experience that, right? But you never know the mind of God and why He does things the way He does, and I'm so thankful that um, I can honestly say wholeheartedly that I'm thankful for every experience that I've had in my life because I can relate to all kinds of people. I mean, all kinds of people. Losing jobs, I can relate to that. And now I can relate to the color aspect as well. That right there was something. And I've never really witnessed privilegedness before, just in my field of education. And I happen to really witness um, privilege. And it, I don't even know what to say about that. I just know that's not how I'm going to raise my child. You can forget about that one. I would never, ever, ever raise my child to think and to believe that it's okay to act however you want to act because of the amount of money that we have. Never, 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 never. And I will say this boldly: if you are training your children to believe that as long as you have money, you can do whatever you want to do and act in your kind of way, that's wrong. And I would advise you to not do that because that's something that you should not do. Okay. And I mean that with every ounce of sincerity I have in my heart. We have to be better at how we raise our children. We have to be better at how we do business. We have to do better at how we treat people, um, and different things of that nature. And I'm not mad at all because God has better. I mean, way better, way better on the other side. So if if you lose something, count it all joy. If you lose things, count it all joy because it could be a reason to why you lost it. Maybe he didn't want you to have that anymore because maybe he had something better for you. And you go from making one amount to another amount. Maybe that's why, or maybe because he wanted you in this city, because when you were in this city, or whatever the case may be, like, you know, people, a lot of women that I know, they stress about finances. They stress about jobs. They stress about these things because, we need money to take care of our families. And that's always my focus, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, God gave you talents. He gave you skills. He gave you a mind. He gave you ethics. And he gave us these things to be able to put to work. And as long as you have purpose in your life, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And it may seem intimidating. Um, I read it, Mr. Boone. I read your comment. Okay, so I'm gonna read. You want me to read it out loud? Is that what you want me to do? You want me to read your comments out loud? Just say yes or no. But yeah, it may be intimidating, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, no, yeah, uh, I am persuaded that no matter what happens to me in my life. Let me tell y'all something, okay? And I know y'all know my story about my daughter. Okay, I will. And just give me 1 second. It took me 10 years to have my child. And at that instance, I'm telling you right now, when I mean it is well with my soul, nothing can happen to me at all anymore in my life that I'm not surprised with, or I'm not ready for, or I'm not whatever. God has me ready for whatever that happens. The reason being is because if He can give me my child after so many no's and after so many doubts and so many years of trying, and He finally blessed me with my daughter. Oh, I know that there's anything. Okay, in a minute. I'm not done. I know there ain't nothing that He can't do. There ain't nothing he can't do. And if you lose your job, child, that's nothing compared to what he really can give you. So when I mean I am not mad at all because he showed himself very much so. He showed up and he showed out. And that's my encouragement to you. Like if you are someone who um is out here in these streets and you struggling financially, like put yourself to work. You gotta work what you have. Work what you have. These are the reasons why I started this business. All of these reasons are. So I'm gonna read. He wants me to read this comment. So I'm going to read what he wrote. So Mr. Boone wrote, please read. So I am so proud of you. I believe that it was meant for the program to go the way it has because people has now been introduced to the queen that I've fallen in love with. The amazing thing about trauma, it can become you or produce the greatness that lies within you. I thank God that you allowed it to produce greatness. I love you and honor you. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Oh, thank you, LB. Oh, look at LB. Look at the L's and the B's. How you doing, boo? Um, yeah, so it makes you a better person. Everything that you can possibly experience in your life makes you a better person. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. And people who do things to you, they may feel like they are success, they succeeded in something and they really haven't. Like you look stupid. You're the one that looks dumb. Like who ain't nobody stressing about you, ain't nobody mad but the devil, at the end of the day, and that's the mindset that you have to have. Like, stop giving people your power. And I stopped doing that a long time. I had to learn how to stop giving people my power. And that was hard because I was definitely a people pleaser. Like I was definitely a people pleaser. And when you learn how to stop giving people, your power and stuff, um, that's life changing. It's life changing. It will literally morph you into your best self because you learn who you are, you learn what you want, and you stake your ground. Like I'm not gonna let nobody. Let me tell you something. I had a nerd to have somebody tell me I'm not professional and that I'm rude. I can be rude, but in that situation I wasn't rude. And I'm always professional. I stay professional and I stay classy with it. And I told them to their face, I am not rude and I'm not unprofessional. Now I know some people that are. There's people that are like that, but not me. And so you have to stick up for yourself. Don't let people, you know, tell you who you are. Don't let life control who you're going to be. Like none of that stuff. And it's easier said for me to say it to you that way because I did my work within my own self. And I do know it's difficult. I do know it's hard because you place so much into people that you love and you care about, or people, places, and things. And at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is you. If you're not okay, if you're not well, if you're not centered, if you're not focused, if you're not in the place where you can grow and move past things or be healthy, you just wasting away. You're wasting away. All of that value and all that greatness that you have inside of you is just being wasted away, because of scars. And these scars small, little, little scars. These scars is little, real little, and they go away on top of that. All these scars go away. They go away, they heal. In other words, they heal, right? These scars, they heal. And when they heal, it ain't like, unless somebody crazy enough to take a knife and to reopen it, you good. You take you in that scar and you keep moving. Like, unless, no, I can't even say that. I can't even say unless you don't have no legs or no arms, because they got stuff for that too. Like, you don't have no hands, right, with your feet. You don't got no legs, get prosthesis. You, whatever the case may be, unless you just don't have a brain. Like, if they, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the only time I would say, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I'm so stupid. The only way that I could say it probably won't work is if you took out your brain and your heart. Then maybe, yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, no, we're gonna call you with the Lord. That's what we're gonna say. You have now moved on to heaven. And so, yeah. Other than that, yeah, no, I don't think so. So, yeah, absolutely. Scars do prove that you serve. Oh, I love that. Scars prove that you survive. And that's what it's about, survival. And I survived, y'all. I survived some stuff in my life. Okay, for me to sit here and to be so goofy, cheery, and happy, and wanting this more for you than for me. And mind you, this nonprofit, so I don't even get money for it. I'm not getting paid to do something that I love to do. That's literally, in my heart to do. So it ain't even about money. Definitely ain't about that at all. So, like, the fact that I can say I survived some stuff. It's rewarding. It's self rewarding, y'all. It's like and I'm probably over my time, but I feel this thing. It's self rewarding, and I'm going to take this moment before I leave you. I want to take this moment. And I'm getting emotional, and I don't want to, but I don't want to do that. So I want to take this moment and to thank, right? To thank first the Almighty God who has been with me from the time of conception up until now. I want to give all glory and honor to him. Secondly, I want to thank all of those who thought it not robbery to be curious, to impact my life, or to care enough about me to talk, to listen, to help, to give of any sorts. I just want to thank you. I celebrate you, whomever you may have been. I don't want to start naming names because I don't want to forget somebody, but I want to celebrate every last person I've ever come in contact with that has been an inspiration, that has helped me, that have listened to me, that have poured into my life, that have given some kind of word in passing, smiled in some kind of way, shape, or form, hugged me, and just thought it not robbery to think about me. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And it's because of you that I am here. It is because of Christ why I am here. These things matter. What you do for people matters. It matters. It matters. So those kids, Markia, keep doing what you are doing. I'm going to say thank you to you, boo. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for how you keep giving of yourselves. And I know you a giver. Girl, I know you are a giver, giver, giver. You're a giver of a giver, giver. Okay. You give to the giving and the giving. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your giving. I want to thank you for how your heart is so big that you thought it not robbery to take these children in and to show them a different way. I want to thank you so much for just how wonderful you are. I can't even tell you. You and your husband are amazing. couple, and you guys do great things for these children, and it's just amazing. It's so inspirational, and I'm thankful for them, for you, for you guys, and whoever else fosters or whoever else does what she does. God bless you. God bless you for letting these children in your home and training them up in the way that they should go and trying to show them a different way, because life for them may have been a little difficult, may have, may not, who knows, right? But thank you guys so much. Thank you for all of the mothers and the fathers out there who are sticking in there, who are raising their children correctly. Thank you for all of the teachers and all of the counselors and all of the therapists who come to work to be so diligent and helping people be their best self. Thank you so much for that. You're making such a impact in the world. It's ridiculous. Thank you for the person that thought it not robbery to go to counseling. Okay, because that is very much needed. If you never can find words to say, or you feel like you're not heard, go to a therapist. They hear you. I mean, you're gonna pay for it, but but they will hear you and they will give you some good tools. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. Thank you for all of those who preach on the pulpits, who inspires us to live for the Lord, who walk in integrity. Okay, those who are walking in integrity, not the mother jokers, but the ones who are really walking in true integrity, in the faith. Thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate you so much. I think that's where I established my worship experience. And it's because of my worship experience and being introduced to God at a young age that just put me in a place to know who He is. And that too is what empowers you as a person. It empowers you to be to pour how you feel in something, because I grew up pretty much by myself. If it wasn't from a husband, if I didn't have a husband or friends or boyfriend or something like that, it was just me. Like and then when I got older, like grown, I pretty much ostracized myself from a lot of people, a lot of things. So it's not that they didn't want to be friends or want these things. It's just because I isolated myself, because a lot of things I was going through, and I felt like I didn't want to expose that stuff to people, because I felt like it was always embarrassing. The show was deep. CNN, keep up the good work. Thank you, LB. It is, because it's I want people to know that what I'm doing is not just because. What I want and what I'm doing is not, to be seen. I'm seen enough. I'm seen enough. Mostly by my family and my daughter. That's enough for me. But at the end of the day, this is my heart. This is my experience. This is where I want to impact. That's why I'm always asking for your help to help me help somebody. I need your help to help me help others. And I don't, it's just all of what I do is all from my financial pocket. Right now, until we get things into place, we can get more donations. But, so I'm always asking for donations, because we help people as much as we can. During Thanksgiving, we help give out food. For Christmas, we give out toys for the kids. For school, I mean, I have a company that I work with that gives me a lot of school donations, book bags. I'm stocked right now for the most part for school. So when school hits, be ready, because I'm coming with a lot of stuff. I'm paired up with Toys for Tots. They give me toys for Christmas. Like, listen, I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for whatever you need, whatever you. If I can't do it myself, I can direct you into the directions of who can, and that's one thing that I am very, very strong at doing. So I thank you so much. I thank you guys so much for watching, for listening, for just being attentive. Guys, we are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m., trying to bring more things to you in conversation, because, words are powerful. Words carry power. And as long as we have words, let's use them correctly. We don't want to use them to tear down our brothers and our sisters. We don't want to use them to so that we can manipulate and get our way. But we want to use them to build, to build up people, build people, because people will build other people, and that's how it should be. So this is my story. This is why I'm here. This is why I do what I do, and I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that it definitely comes from the heart. It is not a facade. It is not Showtime at the Apollo. Ain't none of that stuff. I did that. I did Showtime at the Apollo. Literally, I did. I sung for NAACP. I sung for the mayor and the governor. I did all of these things. Like I did that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've opened for Ty Tribbett and all of these stuff. I mean, I've been on a spotlight before. You know, I've been on the stage and had spotlights shine on me. Like I know what that is. I sing, you know, all the time. You know what I'm saying? I've done all that stuff. At the end of the day, that ain't my story. That ain't my that's not my focus. You know, people. This heart. This from the heart right here. It's this right here. And I mean that, and I want to help as much as possible. So if you guys can pair up with me in any kind of way, shape, or form, we can do it together. Like I did with Amazon. I'm paired up with them, paired up with other companies that, like what I'm doing, and they, solicit as much as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to Little Old Me. I appreciate it so much. Please like and share. You can go into YouTube, and YouTube is called Bose Sienna. You can see the live there. And please subscribe to my channel if you do not mind. That would be great. As you can see, there's a donation portion at the bottom. So if you would like to give a donation, that'd be great. And don't forget, June 12th, we are doing our tea time, ladies. Please, I would like to see you. I'm probably do a flyer for it, so look out for a flyer. Thank you, LB. Yes, absolutely. Reach each one, teach one, and I like it, sir. I love you too, L. You're amazing. Listen, this man just got into a whole car accident. Okay, I mean head trauma, everything. He know about trauma, and he's just jolly, happy, just wonderful. And I'd be like, oh my god, my face. But he's not even like that. Like he just like, I'm good. Like we good in the hood. So I just want to thank you so much, and I'm just happy that you are alive and well, and God saved your life, sir. So kudos to you. Go, bro. Love you, man. Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, so please like and share. I will see you guys here next Wednesday at 7. What else? And don't forget, like I said, June 12th. Okay, June 12th, our tea time coming up. Please stay tuned. Please stay tuned. Please stay tuned. Okay. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give if you can. That would be great. Other than that, I hope you guys, got some out of what I said, was encouraged, and or just got to know little old me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much. So I want to do my roll call. Thank you, Mr. Boone. Thank you, Marquita. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, LB. And if your name came up and I did not call you, please charge it to my head and not my heart, because I am just not like that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm Lady B. I love you, and I mean it. Y'all have a great night. Please. Love you. Peace. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Bye.